What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing, Saturday, October the 12th, 2013. Still shut down, the government. Never mind my eyes. I am not intoxicated, I assure you. The weather's changing and allergies are messing up a bit. But the show must go on. I'm going to give you the latest madness. First link below, we take you over to my Blogspot. I have to do it that way because there's no way there's enough room in the YouTube description box for all of the crap I'm going to give you this week. So, let's start off with this. They're talking. Really? Republicans, Obama, productive meeting on debt. You know, there's a deal, there's no deal. I don't know what's going on. In my opinion, I'm going to stick with my guns on this. There is possibly an event that's about to take place within the next month or two. Let's talk about 6-week deal. What do they mean, 6-week deal? So in 6 weeks, we're going to be doing this again? Just so happens to be right around the time Comet ISON is doing its flyby. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'll put this link here. They're talking really. This is from Yahoo News. Pretty much the latest on the debt ceiling and the shutdown. And actually, I don't even think they're talking about ending the shutdown. I just think they're talking about the debt ceiling. Next up, we got Starbucks petition urges lawmakers to wake up and end the shutdown. Really, Starbucks? Your credibility went out the window with the whole "please leave your gun at home" thing. But put a link to this. ABC News says Obama signs bill to pay military death benefits. Yeah, that's a good choice, Mr. President. Asshole. Excuse my language. Let's see here. Fox News. Exclusive footage. D.C. war memorials closed while illegal immigration rally goes on. Put a link to this. Check out their report from the San Francisco Gate. The CDC can't track multi-state salmonella outbreak because of government shutdown. Be advised. October 8. Ton more stuff here in the general bin. Exclusive furlough foul-up affects 20,000 Hawaii workers. They should have been on the job, but they were sent home. Put a link to it. Truckers roll ahead with D.C. Beltway protest. Indeed, this weekend we have the trucker protest going on, and we have the Million Vet March going on. So within the next few days, I'm sure we'll have some good links on that stuff. Put a link to this. Trucker convoy protest causing traffic problems on Capitol Beltway. Oh well. Right on. Keep on trucking. Truckers Ride. To the Truckers Ride for the Constitution Day 1 updates and pictures. Put a link to this. So from my understanding, there's only a fraction of the truckers that are going to be there by Sunday. So we'll see how it goes. $25,000 reward offered in power grid attack investigation. I guess the power grid was attacked in Arkansas. That's interesting. We have a power grid drill coming up. Anyway, hot air balloon crashes after hitting power line. 2 burned. That sucks. Where was this? New Mexico. I'll link to this. Chemical weapons watchdog wins Nobel Peace Prize. Why does this not surprise me? Not like the Nobel Peace people have any credibility after they gave the Nobel Peace Prize to the most lying, warmongering tyrant. Whatever. Put a link to this. Pilots Union warns of dry run by possible terrorist on U.S. flight. Be advised. This from Fox News, October 11. Something around the corner? I don't know. 6 Fukushima workers doused with radioactive water. That's from the Weather Channel. Got another one here. Speaking of Fukushima, all bluefin tuna caught in California are radioactive. Do not eat tuna. One more in the general bin. Facebook no longer lets users hide search. Be advised if you're a Facebook user, they're going to be changing their. You're not going to be able to not be in the search results anymore. I use Facebook just for sharing information, so right on. Over to financial news now. Dow closes 320 points higher on signs of budget progress. Does it get any crazier? And this was on Thursday, and yesterday it was up another 100-something points. So I guess the Dow's up 400, close to 500 points in 2 days because they're talking at the White House. The markets continue to be massively manipulated. 500-point Dow increase because we're talking. There's no deal yet. In fact, they come out and says, nope, no deal yet, but we're making progress. Whatever. I don't understand. Put a link to it. Meanwhile, Obama nominates Janet, is it Yellen, to lead U.S. Federal Reserve. What is it? Bernanke's. She's replacing Bernanke. I guess they're going underground. There's a lot of strange stuff going on. I'll put a link to CNBC. Of course, this is all just my speculation. Government shutdown 2013. Mayor Gray warns D.C. is running out of money. Mayor Gray, as in Jericho. He needs to change his name because that name belongs to Mayor Gray from Jericho. Anyway, I find that interesting. Washington, D.C. is running out of money. Literally running out of money. Put a link to this. ABC 7 Local. Speaking of running out of money, you know, my cousin always told me the lottery is nothing but a tax on the poor. Check this out from the Washington Post. Shutdown halts D.C. lottery prizes, but we're still selling tickets. So if you win on a lottery ticket in D.C., we're not going to pay you. We're going to give you an IOU. Would you take an IOU from this government? Stop playing the lottery. I'll put this link. Unbelievable. Let's say you win $100 on a scratch-off. You can't cash that in. You got to wait till the shutdown's over. What? I'll put a link to it. World Bank president says the debt debate could be dire. Put a link to this. Yeah, no crap. World Bank president would have something to say. You know why? Because it's a big idea. A new world order. World Bank. Get it? Let's see. Fresh concerns on America's housing market. This is from CNBC. Put a link to this. MSNBC. Actually, this is from The Blaze. But it says MSNBC's agenda left speechless by GOP Congressman, Obamacare admission, blah, blah, blah. Put a link to this. This Obamacare updates here. Speaking of Obamacare, is Obamacare going to check your credit score? Or did this lady simply misreport the story? Check out this. Check out this story. I guess, what is this, down in Florida? Yeah, some official down in Florida came out and says Obamacare may check your credit score. Just be advised if you're going to participate. Does not apply to me because I'm not going to comply ever. So anyway, put a link to it. One more from the financial bin. Some good news. Detroit mayor gets 28 years sentence for corruption. Bye-bye. Take care. See you later. Over to New World Order and Police State News, and sadly I have a ton of this week. Let's start off with just a little bit of good news, though. 15 Indiana school districts' attorney general sued to block Obamacare penalties. Right on, this from IndyStar.com. Best advice I can give anyone on Obamacare is do not participate. I don't care if they say it's the law of the land. There's nothing in the Constitution says you have to buy anything from the government. Do not comply. Just my opinion. Let's see here. Breaking. Obamacare fine print mandates you agree personal information can be turned over to law enforcement and auditors. That's what it's about. It's all about control. Do not comply. Grand Canyon cites people for entering closed park this October 8th. Again, these parks do not belong to the government. They belong to the people. Shutdown. Look at this. Without government permits, we can't fish. There's an article here on CNN says, without government permits, we can't fish. Bull crap. Put a link to this. I gotta hold my commentary, otherwise I'm never gonna get through all this. Report, Obama administration more secretive than Nixon. Yeah, no crap. How's that transparency working out? I'm gonna be transparent. Really? Whatever. Put a link to this from the Washington Times. Got another one here. Obama's pushing again the TPP trade pact. Basically, this is the SPP, Security and Prosperity Partnership, or North American Union. Here's an article on that, October 4, 2013. That's all going on in the background while all of this other crap is going on. ATF tries to block Fast and Furious whistleblower from publishing book. Of course, this from Fox News Politics. FEMA camp roundup has begun. The homeless first. Check out this article. This is somebody's Blogspot, but interesting information going on here. Let's see. I'll let the computer catch up. Video captures cop. This will make you sick. This is up in Chicago, I believe, right? Yeah. 5 NBC Chicago local. Video captures cops allege excessive force against Chicago woman. Now, this woman was brought in for a DUI, I believe. She's in a cell. She has no shoes on. You know, what is she, like 115 pounds? This cop pushes her so hard into the concrete wall it breaks her face open. Was that really necessary? Put a link to it. What else is new in America, though? Jack Larmer Robertson shot dead by police in Georgia after 911 call for a medical emergency, family says. Put a link to it. Kind of like that guy that got killed what it was in an accident or his car broke down or something. That was weeks ago. Cops showed up, killed him dead. Anyway, Minnesota student fights suspension for patriotic decorations. More signs of the times. Even more here. Long Island Middle School bans footballs. Bans footballs and other recreational items, so the kids might get hurt. We are turning into a nation of... It's disgusting what we're turning into. This from CBS New York. Speaking of what we're turning into, I came across a very revealing picture on Facebook. I'll put a link to it. I'm not sure if you need an account to bring it up. If you do, I apologize. Check out this picture of a little girl standing behind a fence watching the police state. When the future generations ask why we did nothing, what will your answer be? Heartbreaking picture, but it really tells the story. Some good news, though, on the police state front. NSA's vast new Utah data hub suffering from meltdowns. Apparently they're having massive electrical problems. Right on. This from RT. Put a link to it. Over to World War III news. Got a few here. North Korea puts army on alert. Warns U.S. of horrible disaster. This October 7th. Yeah, whatever, Lil Kim. Go back to your Xbox, dude. You've proven time and time again. Do something. Got another one here. North Korea slams new South U.S. pact against nuclear attack. Put a link to this. It's October 7 as well. That's from France 24. Got one from Yahoo News. Israel holds flight exercise ahead of Iran talks. Iran and Israel flexing muscles again. Got one here. Taiwan fears China could launch an invasion by 2020. This from the International Business Times. I don't know. I'll put a link to it. Two very interesting stories here. Take note, especially people in the military. 3-star Navy Admiral fired as Deputy Chief of Nuclear Command. Demoted to 2-star rank. This come out October 9, 2013. Take note, as everything else is going on. Now listen to this next one. What are the odds? 2-star Air Force General in charge of ICBMs fired. This also come out yesterday's date. On the 10th. I'm sorry. On the 11th. Interesting. So we got two people involved with nuclear weapons or ICBMs. Two people involved with missiles and whatnot fired. Over to Earth changes in 2012 news now. We had a magnitude 4.5 off the east coast of the United States. Very rare place to have a quake. Didn't produce any sort of tsunami. It was a relatively small quake, but just be advised, very rare. Put a link to the USGS data. Scientists warn of mass extinction in world's oceans. This come out from Hawaii News Now on October the 3rd. Interesting article. Got another one here. UH study, temperatures go off the charts by 2047. I don't think it's due to, mankind may have something to do with the temperature rising a little bit. I think it's more due to, if there is warming going on, which I don't know if there is, I think it's more due to the sun. I don't know if you've noticed over the past 10, 20 years, the sun has gotten hotter. It's changed color. It used to be yellow, now it's white. Just my opinion. I don't know. What do you think? I'll put a link to this. Interesting stuff. First evidence of comet striking Earth found in Egypt. Put a link to this from space.com. Pretty cool article. Got another one here. Weird shift in Earth's magnetic field explained. Pole shift. Put a link to this. Another one from space. One more from space.com. Really cool article here. Space station crosses the sun. An amazing photo. Check out that photo they captured of the International Space Station as it went in front of the sun. Really, really cool stuff. Put a link to it. Over to strange and bizarre news now. Here's one that'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy about the TSA. 9-year-old boy sneaks onto a plane, flies to Las Vegas. Nobody even wasn't checked. He just stowed away on a plane. I'll put a link to it. How in the hell does that happen? TSA must have been on a break. I don't know. Burial vaults exposed in Maui cemetery collapse. That's just a weird story there out of Hawaii News Now. Speaking of somebody who might need a burial vault pretty soon, man shooting up heroin while driving crashes into a police cruiser. What kind of frickin' moron do you have to be? I'll put a link to it. San Francisco train passengers too distracted by phones to notice shooter's gun in plain sight. Guy goes on to shoot somebody in the back. People are too busy playing with their iPhones to notice their surroundings. Just goes to show you the droid-like place we live in these days. And speaking of droid-like places, is that a child in that shopping cart? Pull up this picture. I don't know, wallypeople.com. It's just a picture. I'll just put a link to the picture. Is that a kid smashed under all the groceries in a shopping cart? Please tell me that's a plastic doll or something. If that's really a child, then I just don't even know what to say anymore. That's all the news I got for this week, guys. As always, check my favorites. Tons of fresh content. Thank you to everybody who puts out videos. I do have one shout out this week. The Intel Hub picked up the Open Texas, the Open Carry Activist Test Township's response down in Waco, Texas, which, of course, you know the Show Me Baby here on YouTube. He's involved with all that. So shout out to them. That's all I got. If you like this report, please rate it. Give me a thumbs up on the video, or give me a thumbs down if you think it sucked. It's the worst of YouTube. I want to see it again. Please rate, though. It helps it move around YouTube. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Those links are always at the bottom. I just don't even know what to say about this past week, but next week should be even more bizarre. That's all I got for now, guys. You guys take care. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. I will see you on the next one.